Hey everyone, it's Daniela, TallGirlDani, and it has been a while, but I'm back with a video. So to learn how I achieve this super fluffy and moisturized braid out, keep watching. So I do have half my hair done already, but I'm going to show you what I used. So I used two different combs. So I've added this raking comb to my regimen. I'll show you how I use it in a little bit. My moisturizer and styler is the Aunt Jackie's Coconut Cream Recipe Buttercream. And I always have to include my favorite, which is the Rooted Treasure Organic Jamaican Black Castor Oil. I have some butterfly clips, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So this hair that you're seeing is hair that I washed, but I did not style. So the only thing that's in my hair is leave-in conditioner. I put leave-in conditioner and I put it in maybe 4 braids. So it is stretched out, but I didn't add any cream or oil or any styling product. So the Aunt Jackie's buttercream, it says that it's an intensive moisture sealant, and my experience is that it is very moisturizing. And what I did was I added the product to my hair, which was dry. I didn't add any water to my hair, and I noticed that once I added the product, my hair really started to shrink. So the fact that my hair is reverting and shrinking is telling me basically that it is very moisturizing and it's adding water to my hair. So once the product has been fully saturated in my hair, I use the wide tooth comb on the ends first, and then I start using the raking comb towards the roots. So I found that this raking comb is really helpful in getting me to detangle my hair at the roots. So after it's been detangled, I add about 5 or 6 drops of the Rooted Treasure Jamaican Black Castor Oil and seal the moisture from the product in. Then before I start braiding, I use my paddle brush to detangle one last time. So what I do with this braid out is I braid my hair very tightly about halfway down. Then once I get to the halfway point, I separate the 3 braids into 2, and then I 2-strand twist to the ends. So the reason why I 2-strand twist the end of my braid out is I find that when I do braid outs and I braid my hair all the way down to the ends just look really straggly. So even if I have a fresh trim, even if I don't have damaged ends or anything, for some reason the ends of my braid out just don't look as defined and as nice as I would like. So other times when I do a braid out, I use rods at the end to kind of give it a curl and make the ends look better. But I found that this is actually much easier than using perm rods, so I 2-strand twist the ends. So again, that raking comb is everything. I just find that, I always was using a paddle brush, but the paddle brush, because the bristles are so short, if I'm using thick pieces of hair, because my hair is very dense, the paddle brush doesn't always get to all the knots that are in the roots. And look at how much my hair has shrunk once adding the Aunt Jackie's product. So it was stretched out, but you can see how much it shrank. So then again, I add the Rooted Treasure Jamaican Black Castor Oil, paddle brush it a little bit more just to get out any tangles. I start braiding at the roots, and again, I'm braiding really tight, so I make sure that I don't pull my scalp or that it's comfortable before I start braiding. Then I separate one of the 3 strands of the braids into 2, and then 2-strand twist until the end. And this is what it looked like when it's all complete. And if I had to, I would just pull it back into a ponytail and go out. Honestly, at least half or maybe up to 75% of the time, if you were to see me outside, my hair is in a style similar to this. So now I'm ready to unravel. The cool thing is, because I didn't add any water, my hair didn't take very long to dry. So this is a good thing to do if you're short on time and you want to moisturize your hair, but your hair takes long to dry. So before I unraveled, I just coated my fingers with a few drops of the Jamaican Black Castor Oil. And the 2-strand twisted part is super easy to unravel, and then I just have to be careful when I'm unraveling the part where I separated the braids, and then once I get to the full braid, it's actually pretty easy to unravel also. The key is, just making sure that my hair is really detangled. So my hair looks really shiny and moisturized, and it has a nice definition that's soft and fluffy. So I'm not into, you know, hard hair anymore. I used to be into, you know, more crunchy definition because I thought that that would hold longer, but I've learned that that's not necessarily the case. So once all of my hair is untwisted and unbraided, then I go through and I separate. So I like to take all my hair out and then separate because that helps me decide how much I'm going to separate my hair. So the more I separate it, you know, the more I'm going to get frizz and volume. So depending on how long I want it to last, I might separate it more or less. So that's how much I decided to separate. And then the very last step is to pick my hair out. So when I pick my hair out, I use a wide tooth comb. I actually don't use a pick. And I stretch my hair, and then I just gently comb out the roots. I make sure not to comb through to the ends because I am trying to keep the definition. Maybe I'll make a video where I actually do comb out my twist out and see what that looks like. It's gonna probably just be a big, huge fro. And then I use my fingers to fluff out at the roots also, and I just feel around to see if there are any big pieces that I missed during the separation process. But that's basically it. I'm really into soft and fluffy hair these days. And what I do is I basically just will rock this until, you know, it gets bigger every day basically because it's getting less and less defined. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh, those edges. So I do have natural baby hairs that are just shorter, and all I do is I just take a toothbrush and I brush them down. Like that's the most that I'll do when it comes to laying my edges. I'm not putting gel or, you know, doing those elaborate edge laying that I see that I'm not good at all. So the final thing is to add my earrings, and that's it. So here's the final look. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.